So here's the 12-week market garden update video. I'm a day late, but it's about 12 weeks in a day. I'll go walk through and show you where everything's at after 12 weeks. I haven't done any weeding for probably 2 months because it's busy with everything, but here's what it looks like. So from here over is the no-till bed. So I did cardboard, compost, and wood chips. And this side I just did some compost over here, and we'll see the difference. So here's my tomatoes. I need to prune them and trellis them a little bit better, but they've got a lot. I've already picked a bunch of tomatoes, but they've got a bunch. We got some rain the other day, so all these are splitting, but the little ones are fine, and the ones that weren't ripe didn't split, but got some yellow pear. And I've been training them up here, but I haven't been out here for a little while to finish these ones. So I need to go hook those on, and maybe I'll just keep the new tomatoes. We might get a few out of those. Maybe I won't prune any more suckers and just hook them all on, but they're pretty much climbing that now. Here's all the big ones. That one's got a little bit of stuff on the bottom, but it's a good looking tomato. Got something on it there. Well, there's lots of big beefsteak tomatoes, and everything's starting to get ripe now. And then I've got tons that aren't ripe, so I'll have tomatoes for a long time. The carrots are looking good. I'm glad I used all the space here in between the walkway for carrots, because you can still walk through here, but then you also get carrots. I never pruned this one. I think it was on the last video, but there's a few tomatoes on it. Probably should have pruned it, but it's pretty to look around, and there's all tomatoes everywhere. And harvest time's the best time, you know, picking everything. Peppers. I picked quite a few peppers, but I didn't get them. I must not have started them early enough because they're not very big, but they're still good. But there's a lot of peppers, and then there's a few jalapenos. They're just small, but got those. And then green beans, they took forever this year. So I did get some, I think it's bindweed that comes through. I need to go and pull all that, but haven't done any weeding, and it still looks pretty. I need to go through and weed, try to cover it. And I haven't really done anything with my cucumbers. I've been busy with other businesses and stuff, but there's a huge cucumber, Germanian, and then there's more inside of there. Cucumbers and some lemons. Those are fun to eat. All the lemon cucumbers. The lettuce is all going to seed. It seems like it's hard to grow lettuce in Utah. It just wants to go to seed real quick, unless you get it in real early. Like, it was good in April, May, but we had a late winter, and some of the cucumber plants didn't do very well to begin with, like these ones, but they're still giving me fruit, so it's awesome. Wow, that's a long, skinny looking thing. Now it's gonna fill out, but lots of cucumbers in here. We come out and get cucumbers, I don't know, seems like all the time. We have an excess of cucumbers at our house. Haven't been out here for a while, but it looks like that cantaloupe's ready. There's a wasp on it. I did pick watermelon the other day, and it was 17 pounds. I weighed it, so that was pretty awesome. Looks like this plant died over here. It looks like there's a bunch of ripe cantaloupe, and then there's some that still need a little longer. Lots of big watermelons. I've never grown watermelon this big and this many of them, so it's kind of fun for me. That one's a dead one that I pulled off because it must have been going to the nutrients must have been going to the other watermelon on it. I probably should have pulled them. Haven't done any weeding, so those ones all look ripe, overripe. The tendril on this one looks like it's drying up. It looks like most of the watermelon now I can pick. That guy looked like it must have split when we had all that rain a week or so ago. But I've been picking lots of produce. Let's see. So here's all the honeydews. There's your grasshopper. Yeah, they're big. I had one, but it wasn't quite ripe, and then I had another one a week or so later, and it was better, but it was still a little tough. So I wasn't sure when to pick these, but I'm gonna watch the tendril like you do on watermelon, but I don't know if that's the correct way to do it. But here's all the melons, and they're looking good. There are lots of weeds in there, but I don't know until it under. Here lies ye old squash plant. I think squash bugs got it or something, but and my corn kind of was pathetic this year. I wonder if I didn't have enough nutrients in the soil. This part of the field, this orchard, as long as I've been in the family, hasn't had anything growing in it. It's all just been, he just cultivates it. So I think it needs some organic matter. So I want to buy a wood chipper and shred everything and just keep tilling it in here for a while. There's a big squash you need to pick. There's some corn, but it's not very big. The marigolds look cool. Here's all the squash and pumpkin. So there's a pumpkin. I think this row is pumpkins. There's one huge pumpkin. It's August, so I'll just have to tell the kids we're having Halloween early this year. And then these tomatoes, it seems like the tomatoes up top are doing a lot better, but these ones still grew a lot of tomatoes. I did have problems with the Romas. A lot of them had blossom end rot, like a lot of them, but some of them don't have it. But you can see all the ones I picked and didn't look good. I probably should just give them to the chickens. But look, there's the pumpkin climbing over in here into the tomatoes. Well, there's tons of tomatoes. Haven't really done any work out here besides the initial setup, and it's awesome now. Lots of produce. The melons, I think, are my favorite thing. Melons and tomatoes, and I think I did the best on those. And then cucumbers. We've gotten tons of cucumbers, but definitely has been a learning experience this year. I don't think I'm ready to grow corn. I think I need to prepare the soil a little longer. But maybe I'll do a corn maze in this 3-foot tall corn for the kids and see if they can find their way out. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there's the garden. Lots of tomatoes though. Lots of tomatoes, cucumbers, and then melons. I definitely didn't do a big enough garden with not knowing what I was doing to be able to sell it, but there's enough to pay for some new supplies and stuff for next year. So that's 12 weeks. So that's 12 weeks. The update. Lots of tomatoes. My corn sucks. Next year I'll do something different, but tons of cucumbers. Just starting to get green beans out here. At my home garden, I've gotten a lot of green beans, but out here it seems like it was slower. So thanks for watching.